Go ahead, man. I already queued it up, so we're gonna watch it.
American barbecue. If you
This is the legendary Guga. I've actually never watched this video. Look how much better of a job he's doing trimming that brisket.
This hung chunk of fat right here has to go. Once that was done, I continue to trim a little bit because
look how sharp his knives are.
This is what it looks like.
That's a good looking trim. I usually trim mine more square, but nothing wrong with this at all. Okay, I want to show you something here. And then I want to address something he said that I was talking over. So first off, there's a big difference, if you notice, between how Jack seasoned his meat and how Guga just seasoned his. So when he hit the rub, he spread it out as even as possible and then pushed it into the meat. He didn't just hit it and rub it. You're not going to get an even coat like that. And Guga, of course, nailed it because Guga's a G.
Using any type of binder. That's because my seasoning here will stick without any issue. As you can see, once I was done.
We talk about this in my videos a lot. I don't use binder a lot either. I will sometimes, depending on what it is and what style I'm cooking. But for the most part, I just drop it because if you got a bunch of salt in your rub and your seasoning, it's gonna pull moisture out a little bit and it's gonna stick on there perfect. He definitely went a little light, well, a lot lighter than I would have done on the seasoning. But maybe it's smarter not to do that since he's gonna be cooking it for so long. Me personally, I season the shit out of stuff. You guys already know that. I don't play games. First off, if you guys have never cooked with beef tallow, period, you should. Like, if you're trimming big pieces of meat, just take a few minutes. Well, it's going to take a minute. I'm not going to lie. But take that time to melt down that fat and save that beef tallow. And this is Wagyu beef tallow. Come on, dude. Have you ever had Wagyu beef? Dude, killer.
Ridiculous amount. And hopefully it's going to make this brisket taste incredible. Because once
I don't see how it couldn't.
To cover it up.
I'm interested to see how it works for a week.
What I do was to put it in my oven, which was at 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it will stay there for a whole week, and then we're going to find out what happens.
Dude, my wife would never let me leave the oven on for a week. He said, dude, I love that. He's going to cook it for a whole week, right? And he's like, that gives me a good enough amount of time to make a side dish.
One is quite special. However, it is also
fair enough
and ridiculously easy to make, and here's how.
And it takes a week. I wonder what Guga's cholesterol's like. So I love too, like Guga, I think he's from Brazil, and I love like the little things that he adds to dishes that people wouldn't normally add, like in the United States. He just adds these little tweaks to things with ingredients that aren't as popular here as they are there, and it just always looks like it turns out killer. Look at that too. His shots are beautiful too, man. How could this possibly be bad? And tater tots. Son of a buck. That's got to be amazing.
400 degrees Fahrenheit. This is what I was left with.
Look at that.
Taters are now halfway cooked, so I went ahead and added some mozzarella cheese right on top. Back into the oven.
This is not healthy. This is not healthy at all, but God, it looks delicious.
I mean, it looks pretty good. I gotta be honest, holding it on my hand, it's almost falling apart.
I wonder if it's too much fat flavor, though.
Extremely careful. I let it stay there so that it can drain some of that Wagyu fat.
Ah, there. That's probably smart.
Cutting board for a closer look. And I mean,
yeah, you would die happy.
This looks promising.
Dude, people are eating at Guga's house, dude. This is interesting to me too. Hold on. Like, look here. You can see it better in the other shot. Let me see. There we go. All right, perfect. You see right here, you can actually see like some smoke rings still left, which is crazy to me, especially for the amount of time it was in there. You'd think that smoke ring would just not be as noticeable. It almost has like a pastrami kind of look to it. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. Oh God, I don't know what to do with my mouse. Okay.
As I take additional slices,
God, look at that.
It's so tender that
it's totally broke down inside. You can see here, right here. So this fat vein here is what separates the flat up here from the point. But yeah, look at that. Look at all those fat fibers are broken down. I bet it does kind of look overcooked. I'm gonna give you, if I'm being honest, it does. I would say that it's probably been overcooked, but it looks super tender. You can see more of that smoke ring. Yeah, see? It should have some more elasticity, but I get this as an experiment, so. Look at that juice. Dude, I would kill to be a part of this panel right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. Whoa. Stop this whole thing. Back this up. How did we not... Look at the pillows. Look at the friggin' pillows. Come on. That's a true professional dedicated to his craft.
Here's what the most curious thing for me. The fatty has some green fat. It's kind of weird, everybody. But yeah.
I'd probably cut that part off. If you're gonna die, if you're gonna risk it, you might as well eat the point. Yeah, it's definitely overcooked.
One thing that surprised
I love
me is
Guga.
that even though it's glistening so much, it wasn't really super juicy when I bit into it. As soon as the fibers come apart,
That's weird.
It feels kind of dry as you're chewing it. It almost kind of breaks apart like tuna.
You know, that's a good description.
Yeah.
Well, that's because all the fat's rendered out, right? That makes sense.
It's flaky and it's really weird. And
Ooh,
it's just
that
now
fat
it's
does look
just
gross
take a
though.
bite out of
Look at it. It looks almost like snot.
It's